show you this Well, Jackets fans, we are here for the final of the final game for the Jackets Girls Fest. Jackets taking on Milwaukee Junior Admirals in a consolation game. And it has been a tough tournament historically, not an easy one to make the top bracket, especially with the sheer number of teams we had here this year. Over 20 teams, and only 8 of them are able to advance into the semifinal or the quarterfinal round. So lots of really good teams left out in the mix here. But oh yeah. Apparently choppy, supposedly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately we are aware of the choppiness, but the nature of ice rinks, they apparently are not very conductive to internet waves.
I wonder if I put it down there.
That's a risky move right there. Jackets with their starting lineup out here. Gonna have Dar between LaRoche and Sullivan, along with Myers. And up goes down. Playing it forward. Picked up by Myers. Myers gonna send it up to sides, like way back here, and nobody was talking about it. Start this. Puck goes down. Buffalo plays it deeper into the zone. LaRoche goes on the forecheck. Sullivan trying to get a stick in the way, and
down there.
Interesting. So puck and Vogelsang. Puck slides over to Buffalo, picked up Vincent, picked up by Buffalo. Buffalo going to look for the outlet pass. Vogelsang going to try to take that in. She gets defense taking it off. Nice keep there by LaCourche. Out on the opposite side now. Around the back of the net. LaCourche trying to get there first. She's going to whack at the opposite direction. Sent up the wall. Caught at the blue line by Buffalo. From the back door, but loses a stick with their efforts. Now picked up by the loses the puck now, and we're going to get an offside.
I'm going to go grab it. Go grab it.
Here, you go grab it. So puck going to go down to Mackinhill. Stuck up underneath. Kohlhaas getting a piece of it. Coming in through it. Into the corner by Mullet, but the Circles try to play that in, but it's going to be picked up by Mackinhill. Around the back of the net goes Milwaukee once again. They send this one out, but it comes to Douse. Douse going to try to play that in. Again, Milwaukee behind the back of their own net. Outlet pass to the center of the ice. They're going to come across neutral and into Jackets territory. Douse working her into the corner. She picks the puck back up though, looking to drop it to the middle, and it's picked up by Dar. Dar trying to hit Clark. Clark able to poke it right over to Thomas, and Thomas now going to try to work her way in. Clark and Thomas along with Dar in there to try to keep this puck pin. Dar feeds it to Clark. Clark with a shot, almost 5-hole, and we'll get a cover on that there by the Jackets. So LaRoche and Sullivan gonna come. Puck goes down to Dar, picked up by Vogelsang. Vogelsang's shot goes off the goaltender, comes to LaCourche. Down in there to get another shot on net. Sends it to the middle again. LaRoche trying to get in on the action, and Buffalo gonna send that one the lane. We'll go for an icing. So a couple of good shot attempts there by the offensive zone faceoff. Clarity, she's got LaRoche and Sullivan out with her. Comes up to Gutschall. Gutschall settles it, trying to get it toward the middle. Going to be picked up though by Buffalo. Buffalo playing it forward. Met there by Mullet. Mullet going to try to work her into the corner. Comes to the middle. Picked up by onto the skates of Gutschall. Gutschall still trying to work that puck free. Bouncing behind the net now. I think it's stuck in the netting, and we'll get a whistle here. Puck goes down to Flaherty, gets to the middle. It's trying to send aside by Douse, but caught at the blue line by the Admirals. Nice clear there by Svensson. Svensson able to mark it past, and it's going to be picked up by Olsgaard. Olsgaard, one man to beat, takes a shot right into the breadbasket and gobbled up there by the goaltender. No rebound opportunity, but Svensson right there with her. Puck goes down to Flaherty again, over towards the wall. Clearing attempt by by Milwaukee, and that is going to come out, but it goes to Myers. Myers playing it forward to Svensson again. Svensson trying to make her way past the defender. Jacket's going to change a few right now as the puck is deep in the zone, and that is going to pop out, but Vogelsang right there to try to catch it. Buffalo are going to make it through and into Jackets territory. Sliding puck, and it's going to be picked up by LaCourche. Buffalo now trying to work it off the wall. The way now it's going to come in to neutralize onto the stick. They try to play it past their way into the zone, but it's on to I was saying looking for Coalhouse, slides just a little bit far and picked back up by Admirals. Coalhouse doing a nice move there to get through traffic. Dar trying to send it back to the defense, and it's going to slide through behind the Jackets net, but Korchik there to pick it up. She plays that one forward towards LaRoche. Now it's going to come in, picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan looking for the front of the net. She's got a puck picked up. Dar's going to the top of the circle, trying to make a pass to the D line. She's going to drop that one around the boards. As Buffalo now looking for an outlet pass. They're going to come out and across the blue line. Hit pass to the defender, but a little long, and Mullet going to be able to work her into the corner. Hard collision there. It looks like we're going to get a penalty call on Mullet, as it's like a braking issue mostly. So Jacket's going to be on the PK now. Oh, no. That's why Ava's the athlete, not you. Oh, a little bit of talk. We're going to get a boarding call. It looks like roughing. I'm not sure. Where you put your punching hands up. But we don't. Jackets disagree, but as it is, we're going to have McInhill, Coalhouse, Gutschall, and Douse out here to kill off this minute 30, while Mullet has to send in. Puck goes down to McInhill, sends up to the goes up to the blue line of Admirals. Admirals sends it over to the wing, but can't corral it. Picked back up by Milwaukee and sent up to the top of the circle again. Over to the other wing, can't control it there either. Picks it right back up, looking to send that one up to the wing. Couple of girls there. Coalhouse going to try to get a piece of that. Comes to the blue line though, hard through the middle. Not on net. McInhill going to try to punch that one out at the blue line, and she's able to get that through. McInhill going to try to go off to the races on it. Plays it past the defender and in. Jackets got to pull their way back here. As Milwaukee now going to come off quickly. Out and across the blue line. Looking for the shot, but off the stick. Picked up and out of the way by the D. Line though, and comes off the body of Coalhouse. 35 seconds. Again, trying to pass to the wing side. Coalhouse gets a body in the way. Douse now knocking that one out of the air. Behind the back of the net, looking to play that one back up to the wing side. Remaining. Again, goes to the middle. Touched by Jackets. Touched once more, and Jackets are going to be able to clear that one out of the zone. Changing changing all four now, and with 8 seconds left, Milwaukee going to try to bring that back in. LaRoche able to give that one a toss out of the zone, and Jackets will be back to full strength here. So Jackets going to try to charge here into Milwaukee territory, looking to keep this puck pinned. LaRoche meeting it there on the board. It's going to be picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan looking for some space in the middle, loses possession, but picked up now by LaRoche again. LaRoche trying to hit Sullivan in the middle. Can't quite connect, but it's on the stick of Vogelsang. Vogelsang looking for a shot, but Admiral's able to clear that one out. The Korchik, though, turns it right back around and sends that one into the zone. As Buck comes out, almost leaves the zone, but picked up by Douse. Douse trying to take a shot. Kind of got her angle cut off at the last second there, but picked up by Dar. Dar sending it around to Sullivan. Comes back up. Goes off the stick side glove of the goaltender. Comes to the middle. Shot by Dar. Goes wide. And Milwaukee going to take this out, but nice keep there at the blue line by Douse. Milwaukee trying to launch a defender here, or launch a cherry picker, but Jackets now coming in, looking for the middle of the ice. Looking at it, it's Svensson. Svensson takes a shot, goes behind the back of the net as that one comes back up and around. Looking for the long passing option. Jackets trying to get in the way, plays it around the defender. Couple shots around the defender, goes off the knob of the stick, I believe, as Jackets now going to get this one cleared out again. Comes out of the zone, but working it back in. Ori coming across the blue line, or red line, gives that one a chuck into the zone. Vogelsang now with a nice there, but caught in the air, and Milwaukee again trying to, but cleared nicely by Lekorchik. Now into the corner. Comes to the middle, bouncing puck, gonna come to Colehouse. Change, she's gonna have Flaherty coming in off the bench with her. Again, Milwaukee trying to work their way down the ice. Not gonna be a penalty as hip check, and we'll get a cover here by Milwaukee. So we'll get an offensive zone face-off, 5:36 to play. Puck goes down to Flaherty. It's tucked underneath. Picked up by Milwaukee. Milwaukee out across the red line into Jackets territory, but picked off the stick by Myers. Trying to go back up the board and tied up there. Flaherty trying to go for it, using the body. Clark trying to work it out too. Jackets are going to get it out of the zone. Clark picks it up, trying to play that forward. She's got Thomas there with her. Both of them muscling it into the zone here. There's Milwaukee. Again, Jackets going to change all three forwards as Milwaukee's now going to come charging down across neutral ice. Dar goes on the forecheck here into the corner. Drops the puck and picked up by LaRoche. LaRoche trying to play that to the middle. Picked up by Dar. Dar going to try to get it through. She's got one man to beat. Gets it knocked off the stick. Gets her stick flying through the air. And puck's going to, I don't know what that was. Maybe hold on to it a little tighter next time, but so puck gonna drop to Dar, goes to Vogelsang. Vogelsang takes a shot. I don't think it quite made it through traffic. Picked up by Sullivan now. Sullivan looking for the front of the net. Comes toward the middle, but it picked up by Admirals. Admirals down and across neutral ice. Vogelsang meets the puck there, able to disrupt her forward progress. Into the corner she goes. And Sullivan now going to pick that up. Sullivan has LaRoche in front of her, but she's pretty well covered. Sullivan's going to lose an edge. Pass goes to Milwaukee, and Milwaukee now going to come in. They drop pass to the top of the circle, take a shot, goes into McInhill, left there and onto the stick of Vogelsang. Vogelsang gets it forward to Svensson. But Admirals are there to pick it up. Admirals throw it into the corner. Douse gonna grab that. Looking for possession, tries to send it up to Olsgaard, but caught at the blue line by Admirals. Jacket's gonna head toward the Svensson side. Can't quite get it clear though, and Admirals just muscling it here at the top of the circles to keep this in. Admirals take a path toward the net, but goes off the shin pads. Out of the zone, they're going to have to clear out. They sent another one off the shin pads again, and Olsgaard going to go on a hard forecheck, try to pin him in here as the Jackets capitalize and try to change. Admirals working their way out. Pick it up, send it Comes back to Gutschall. Gutschall sends it up to Svensson. Svensson trying to leave it there for Flaherty. Comes back to Gutschall now. Gutschall going to send it over to Kohlhaas, but can't quite connect. And now another shot goes into Bramante. Picked up by Gutschall again. Gutschall heading up. Takes it over to Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas up to Ori. Ori going to make it out of the zone and up. Picked up, still over, stuck in this zone here. Jackets trying to get this one stuck with stick being held there of Ori. Kohlhaas now going to dump that one, and a couple more Jackets going to go for the line change. Dar giving chase, picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan looking for some space, but it's going to be onto the stick of Milwaukee. Milwaukee's going to send it all the way down, and that's going to go for an icing. So that'll come back into the offensive zone here for the Jackets. .2:11 left in the first period. Puck goes down, picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan trying to get the shot off. Goes into some shin pads. Nicely picked up by Vogelsang and it's just tossed back in. Again, Dar takes a shot off the goalie pads. LaRoche was looking for the rebound on that. She's going to send it back to Lekorchik. Lekorchik sends it right back to her. Dar again sends it to the middle, but no one home on that, and it's going to be Milwaukee able to bounce that one out of the zone. Lekorchik all the way back behind Jackets net. Sends that up to LaRoche. LaRoche looking to bounce it out to Dar. Caught at the blue line, but able to sneak it out onto the stick of Milwaukee, unfortunately. Picked up by Dar now. Dar looking to make a pass toward the net. Hits the brakes, looking for Sullivan. Just picked this puck up. Nice diving play by Dar to just... Sullivan now behind the net, fighting for the puck along with Olsgaard. Olsgaard going to shovel it back to Myers. Myers takes a shot from the blue line, still loose. Olsgaard again picking it up. She's going to horseshoe that one around and try to create some real estate for herself. Again, picked up by Milwaukee, clearing pass, nicely deflected out of the air by Svensson. Svensson beats a couple, takes a shot. Bounces behind the back of the net, and now that one will get through traffic and bounce the length, and we'll get an icing. So nice offensive possession there for the Jackets to keep that one alive for about a minute and a half there. .42 seconds remain in this first period, still scoreless. Puck goes down to McInhill, comes back to Mullet. Mullet going to send it lightly around the boards, picked up by Svensson. Svensson looking for Olsgaard in the middle, and that one's going to sneak out of the zone. Gutschall back to pick it up. She sends it over to Mullet. Mullet has Olsgaard in the middle of the ice along with Svensson. Svensson trying to pick that one up, but it's going to be picked up by Milwaukee behind the back of the net. Milwaukee again trying to clear that out, but McInhill there to keep it. Gutschall trying to take a shot there right at the blue line. Can't, but at least tying it up, and we're going to get an offsides call here as Svensson was trying to quickly clear the zone. 8 seconds remaining. Ooh, risky business. 8 seconds, so we're going to pull the goaltender. No, we're not. Just kidding. We're not going to do that. We just changed our mind. Okay. Okay. 8.3 seconds. Neutral zone face-off. I agree. Let's keep the goalie. 5 seconds, though, remaining. And Jackets looking for the front of the net. Not going to find it. And that'll do it for period number 1. So period 2 ready to go here. Jackets gonna have Jar, Sullivan, LaRoche, Dowse, and Myers out here. Puck goes down, picked up by Buffalo. Buffalo gonna move it in across the blue line. Dowse knocks it off the stick, but shot comes in from the secondary, and we have an easy glove save by Vermonti. Or sorry, Shorman. Puck goes down again, going to be picked up by LaRoche. LaRoche able to play that one out. She's going to go down, or they're going to get a penalty on Milwaukee here, and Jackets will get the first penalty kill of the game. Or, sorry, of the period, with only 21 seconds expired. So Dow, Star, McInhill, Sullivan, Svensson are going to be out here first shift. Buck goes down, going to be picked up by Dowse at the blue line. She's looking for some space. Almost loses it. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm staring on the same blue line as him, and I disagree. I disagree. So we'll redo that from neutral territory now. Milwaukee going to change a couple. Puck goes down to McInhill again. Svensson rushing to try to get there first. Svensson looking to kick that puck out. Picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan takes a shot into the goaltender, and she says in, but no, they're going to wave it off. They're going to wave it off as whistle went, I guess. So Jackets are saying no. So puck goes hard back to Dowse again. Dowse from the blue line sends it over to McInhill. McInhill looking to send that into the middle, but it gets clicked out. Nice kick there, saved by Dowse. Dowse over to Sullivan. Sullivan makes a man miss, looking to get it over to McInhill. Puck loose, but can't get enough juice on it to get past the goaltender, and we'll have to redo that. 57 seconds remaining on the man advantage. 14:06 in the period. Puck goes down again gets hard back to Dowse. Nice play there. Dowse sends it over to Dar. Dar makes a man miss, trying to send it in. Picked up by Svensson now. Svensson back to Sullivan. Sullivan back to Svensson. And that's going to slide to the other side. McInhill over there to try to retrieve it. Trying to shovel that back to the defensive line. Dar able to get it in, and now Milwaukee going to move in and across the line. Milwaukee trying to take a shot, sent aside by Shorman. Picked up by McInhill, sent behind the back of the goal. 25 seconds remaining. Picked up by Dar now. Dar going to try to take that down. She's got Sullivan there, or Svensson there at the blue line along with Sullivan. Dar looking for the shot, takes the shot, puck loose, and she scores! Shot from Dar and a rebound from Svensson, and we will take the lead with 13-19 on the power play goal. So Jackets back to full strength now. Puck goes down, sent back to Vogelsang. Vogelsang trying to send that up to Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas able to tie up the body and send that puck into the zone. Flaherty now going to race over for it along with Ori. And that's going to come out. Comes back to Lakorchik. Lakorchik sends it forward, and Kohlhaas able to shovel it into the zone, but can't maintain the control, and Milwaukee going to get it out once more. Vogelsang now going to take this one in, takes a shot, gets it past the defender, off the goaltender pads, and now she goes hard into the corner. Again, picked up by Milwaukee in the corner. And That's going to pop out and slide through, but we've got Vogelsang and Kohlhaas back to collect. Vogelsang behind the back of the Jackets net, looking for her own outlet. She's going to send that one hard over to the side, but no one's going to be home on that, so Jackets coming down, Milwaukee coming down, and so Jacket's going to get a neutral zone faceoff, taken by McInhill. Comes back to Gutschall, or to Mullet, sending it over to Gutschall. Gutschall gets it up to Thomas, and that's going to slide into Jackets, or in Milwaukee territory. They go to play that out, come down to Thomas. Looking in front of the net, McInhill trying to dig that out. Comes out, Gutschall dropping low on those boards. Gets a little through, but McInhill there to kid it. McInhill sending it over to Clark, and Clark almost able to corral it, but it's going to sneak out, not past the Jackets defense, though, as Jackets trying to maintain, grab it back from position. It's hard to pass through the crease, but McInhill now able to shovel that one out and through neutral territory, but Milwaukee coming right back in. They're going to come in and across the defense, coming in to take a shot, and behind the back of the net. I don't know where that one went. Probably off of Shoreman. Again. And Jacket's going to go ahead and send that one almost on target. So we're going to get a defensive zone face-off here. Going to have Myers, Dowse, Sullivan, LaRoche, and Dar. Puck goes down, trying to force their way toward the middle. Picked up by Dowse. Dowse trying to pull that away from the front of the net, and we'll get a quick cover here by Vermonti. Change the forward line out. We got Flaherty, Olsgaard, and Svensson. Picked up by Dowse. Dowse changes directions last couple times, looking for some space here. Does it once more. Moves it off the stick, but trying to just shovel it toward Olsgaard. Picked up now by Flaherty. Flaherty looking to way through traffic, able to beat one. Flaherty looking for a line on the net, takes a shot off the handle of the stick, I believe. Puck still loose. Jackets looking to grab it back. Picked up by Myers. She sends one to the front. Again now, though, Milwaukee coming out across into Jackets territory. They get the shot. Goes behind the back of the net. It's Olsgaard. Olsgaard trying to shovel it out. Milwaukee again picks it up. And that one's going to go off the skate of Svensson. And Jackets going to change out the forwards as Milwaukee picks it up, tries to move it out with some speed here. Jackets able to get their lines changed, though. Milwaukee looking to bring this in across the blue line. Met there by McInhill and Ori. Cleared off the stick, and Ori sends it over toward Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas gets it out of the zone. A little bit too long and into deep for Milwaukee. Picks it up. Again, we're going to get this one into neutral territory. Gets it into the zone. Ori going to go ahead and give chase. Vogelsang looking for an option. Shot pass to Dar. And into the front, bouncing puck, almost by by LaRoche. All these names get mixed up in my head about Game 4. Again by Sullivan. Sullivan trying to get a line on that, get to Dar. Another shot by Sullivan. Again, gonna bounce up, comes up to Gutschall. Gutschall able to chip it right back down to Sullivan. Comes up again, to Mullet. Comes up to Gutschall now. Gutschall gets it toward the middle of the net. Pops up once more, and Dar trying to keep this one in the zone. Able to keep that there, though. Again, Jackets. Trying to keep this low, and that one's going to get iced by Milwaukee, so that'll come back down into their territory. Zone face-off coming up. Flaherty tied up underneath, comes back to Myers. Myers looking for, goes in. A nice duck move there by Flaherty. Can't quite make it to the net though, and Milwaukee sends it to the opposite side. We're going to play it up again. Comes back to Myers. No. Again to the middle, but sticks all tied up. Svensson going to race over to the boards to try to grab that one. Jackets just looking to grab some possession. Nice little tip move there by Olsgaard backwards to keep this play alive. Jackets going to change out all 5 here with that whistle. McInhill, Thomas, and Clark, along with Likorchik and Vogelsang. Puck goes down. Goes to the side, picked up by Milwaukee. Milwaukee tries to send it behind the back of the net. Thomas giving chase there. Jackets trying to get this one in, but Milwaukee going to get through, and they've got a long man here moving toward the front of the net. Nicely defended there by Likorchik. Milwaukee again, drop pass at the D line. Thomas trying to grab that one. Bouncing puck. I think Milwaukee was looking for the back door, and now Clark is going to be able to pop it up. Clark is going to get Thomas right there with her. Clark takes the shot, and glove save as that was deflected off the stick. So Dar, Kohlhaas, Ori, along with Mullet and Gutschall now. 6:56 to go in the second. Puck goes down, tied up underneath, picked up by Milwaukee, taken behind the back of the net. They play that one up the boards. Gutschall trying to drop a low on him, but gets through. But Kohlhaas there to pick it up. Kohlhaas sending it over to to Dar up to Ori. Gonna lose an edge, but Milwaukee sends it back behind the net. Try to send it back, but Dar there to intercept it. Dar looking for an option here. Sends it over to Kohlhaas. Nice keep there by the Jackets. Send that one out farther in. Again, trying to come up the wall. Kohlhaas now racing to the opposite side. A slide to the other way, and Jackets still trying to keep this, but they're going to sneak that through. Got 2 on. Looking for the shot. Can't quite get the shot off. Nice move there by Myers and LaRoche. And Jackets now trying to get that out. Flaherty looking to get this puck free. Picked up now by Gutschall. Gutschall looking to take it behind the back of the net. Hits the brakes. Trying to hit it over to Sullivan. Sullivan grabs it, sends it up to LaRoche. Sneaks through, but out of the zone, and LaRoche able to just muscle that one in. Shot goes in by either Sullivan or Flaherty. We're going to get a penalty upcoming too on Milwaukee, I believe. So Jack opportunity here with 5:11 to go. It's going to be a hooking call. Jackets going to have McInhill, Sullivan, and Svensson, along with Dowse and Dar. Picked up by Milwaukee. Milwaukee going to try to just skate this one out, and they're going to just put the Jets on, looking for the drop pass. They get it, take the shot up over the back of the net. Picked up by Dar now. She's going to try to do the same thing. She's got Svensson out ahead of her, along with Sullivan. They cross into the zone. Dar trying to get a pass through the net, loses possession, goes hard into the boards, comes off the boards with Sullivan. Sullivan trying to just push it towards Svensson, gets tied up there on the boards. Again, Jackets trying to maintain possession, but Milwaukee now coming down again. They try to play that through the legs. Nice footwork there by Douse. Jackets now trying to take this one back the other way. Not sure where the forwards were. Comes off the stick of Douse again. Forwards. Comes off, picked up by Flaherty. Flaherty sends it up to LaRoche. Drops it, and that one's going to bounce all the way through. Not going to be an icing call. Jackets got to turn on the Jets here as that one goes around the back of the net and comes out of the zone once more. Vogel saying now that the defender on this is rest of the back check is heading here. Comes up toward LaRoche. LaRoche trying to play that out. Picked up by Vogelsang now. Vogelsang is going to go ahead and take this down. Comes on the Jets into the zone. Looking for the pass. Can't quite get it off. Goes back the net. Comes back up to Vogelsang. Takes the shot. Looping puck. Still loose though. Milwaukee back to full strength. Tuck and loose. In front. Still on the ice, but a diving save there by the Admirals goaltender in the second. Katrops picked up by Sullivan. She's looking for a path through. Gets it to Svensson. Attempt, and we'll get a cover on that from the goaltender. And we get to redo it from the opposite side. Let's see. Goes down again, tied up underneath. Svensson looking for it. Sullivan gets a quick shot. Gutschall going to race over to those midboards looking for that puck. Takes it to the middle again. Picked up by Sullivan now. Sullivan sends it to the middle. Hits Svensson. Puck still loose. Still under there, and she scores. Just a filthy goal there by Svensson and Sullivan to just keep poking away at it. And it looks like Sullivan's going to take the credit for it. I couldn't tell who exactly had that. And Jackets will take a 2-goal lead here, 2:42. So Flaherty going to take the face-off. She's got Ori and Olsgaard with her. Comes back to Myers. Myers looking for Flaherty. Flaherty now looking for Douse. Sneaking farther into Jackets territory. Douse going to send it behind the net to Myers. Myers trying to get it through. Picked up by Flaherty now. Flaherty behind the back of the net. She's going to look to take that out. Drops it to Olsgaard. Olsgaard sending it quick to Ori, but not quite making it through, and Milwaukee going to come back the other way. Puck comes up again. Ori trying to make her way through. Not going to be a tripping call. Get it into the zone. No possession. Picked up by Admirals. Admirals able to play this one out. Admirals now going to come down and across the line. Send it into Jackets territory. Vogelsang sends it over to Clark. Clark trying to punch it out to Thomas, but that's going to sneak back in. Comes up to Thompson. Thomas able to get this one out of the zone. Gets it to the red line. Plays it forward. Going to keep on chasing. She's got Clark in the middle if she can get back possession. Almost able to feed it up to her. Gets it up to McInhill. Puck still loose. Still bouncing back there. Jackets looking to come grab it. It's going to slide all the way out there, though. Vogelsang going to be forced to go back and collect. Vogelsang tries to play it through. Going to slide out of the zone, and we're going to get an offsides. Whew, I was hoping they would do that. 1:12 to go. So Coalhouse, Dar, and LaRoche out here along with the Gutschall and Mullet. Puck goes down, tied up underneath. Mullet going in there to try to make some contact. Able to pull that out. LaRoche able to get that one clear. Gets it up to Coalhouse. Coalhouse plays it past the defender. Gonna slide all the way to the Milwaukee goaltender. Coalhouse, though, there to pick it up, trying to play it toward the front with LaRoche. 56 seconds remaining. Again, Milwaukee gonna try to play this out. They're gonna get it out of the zone, but Gutschall there to play it up the board. She's got Myers right there at the wall. Myers gonna have a one-on-one here. Takes a shot, gets deflected off the stick, but LaRoche there to help out along with Dar. Myers staying there to help as well, and we're gonna get lots of shoving and whistles, but no goal. So 36 seconds remaining here. So Jacket's going to have Dar, Sullivan, and Svensson. Puck will go straight into the mitt, though, and we'll rinse and repeat that. 33 seconds left. Puck goes down to Dar again. Svensson making a quick move on it. Comes back up to Dar. Dar looking for the puck. Gets cut at the blue line, though. Nice keep there by Douse. Sends it deeper into the zone. First there to grab it, but it's a nice interception by Svensson. Svensson looking for Sullivan and Dar. That one's going to slide up. Dar hits it up to Douse. Douse going to try to drop it back in. Hits a body and going to be played out by Milwaukee. Not going to have enough time. It looks like 3.6 seconds, 2 seconds now, and that'll do it for period number 2. So Jacket's going to take a 2-goal lead into the final period here after 2 goals in the second period. I believe one by Sullivan and one by Svensson. Oh, nice. Love it. Just like in a real Jackets game. Puck goes down. Dow's trying to collect. She's going to send that forward, looking for Svensson. Catches the Milwaukee legs, though, and sneaks back farther into the zone. She's going to send it up to Sullivan. Sullivan looking to send it over to Dar. Bouncing puck. Dar looking to control it. Able to send it forward to Svensson. A little bit far. Dar, though, able to recover. Looks to center that one once more. Onto the stick of Milwaukee there. Dar pokes it free. Gets it to Sullivan. Sullivan looking for the front. Can't quite get it to go, and it's going to be picked up by Milwaukee. Milwaukee through neutral territory. They drop past it there and try to get through, but nice defense there by Dar and Myers. Dar sends a beautiful outlet to Svensson. Svensson hits the brakes, makes it through one defender. Going to lose an edge, though, as she tries for numbers 2 and 3. Milwaukee now sending that one out, and that's going to go for an icing. So we'll get a whistle. 14:05 in the final period. Puck goes down to Flaherty. Slides behind the back of the Jackets net. Played up and out by Milwaukee. Milwaukee looking for the stretch pass. Vogelsang picking it up. Can't connect on it. Trying to play that one forward. Nice outlet by Olsgaard over to Ori. Ori gonna try to play it past the defender. A nicely played pass. Gonna just keep muscling her way in there as reinforcements fill in behind. Picked up now by Olsgaard. Oh, can't quite make it past the defender now. Milwaukee heads out. They've got 3 options here. Going to pass it over to the far side. Slides past the stick, and it's going to be Vogelsang able to remove the body from the puck. Flaherty now playing it up towards Ori. Ori now going to go down hard. And we're going to get a penalty, I think, on Milwaukee. So yet another penalty here for Milwaukee. Not happy about it. Puck heads down, sent back to Dar. Dar looking for an angle, drops it back to Douse. Douse over to McInhill. McInhill takes a shot. Deflection by Svensson. Can't quite get it to go. Dropped back to Douse again. Douse back down to Sullivan. Sullivan looking for some space, sends it back up to Douse. Douse, nice keep there at the blue line. Milwaukee trying to get a stick in it and launch someone. Douse want to maintain possession, but Milwaukee picking it right back up. Milwaukee with a long attack option again. The Jackets forwards doing a good job of preventing that. Comes in, shot by Svensson, looking for the wraparound. Again, going to be picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan looking for an option. Svensson gets a nice shove in the back for efforts. So does Sullivan. Comes back to Douse again. Douse takes a shot, low puck, still bouncing, and nope, we'll get a cover on that. Lots of edges were lost. So Jackets going to change it up. LaRoche, Olsgaard, and Flaherty, along with Myers and Vogelsang. Puck goes down. Looking for the puck is Olsgaard. Olsgaard sending it up to Myers. Can't quite catch it, and Myers going to go back on the chase. She's there to pick it up, sends it towards Vogelsang. Vogelsang looking to try to make her way through traffic. Can't quite keep possession, and now a 2-man attack here for Milwaukee. Milwaukee, though, shot goes off the body of Shorman. Jackets now able to clear this out. 5 seconds remaining in the advantage. Puck's going to slide down behind the back of the goal. Vogelsang again to pick it up. Drop pass to Myers. Myers up to Olsgaard. Olsgaard trying to get the center to Flaherty, but picked off again by Admirals. Admirals tried to get a shot. Can't quite get one of any consequence, but onto the stick of LaRoche. LaRoche hits Olsgaard. Olsgaard going to head down the ice. Olsgaard plays it through a defender. If she can get him stick on it, takes a shot. Oh, just up over the shoulder. Can't quite get that one to go, but great attempt there. Olsgaard going to pull off now as Jackets get some fresh legs on. Picked up again by Ori in the corner. Shot by Ori. Another shot by Kohlhaas. Back behind into the corner once more. And that one's going to slide out, picked up by Dar. Dar, she sends it back to Gutshaw. A little off target. Now Milwaukee going to move down. She makes it past one defender. Takes a shot through the circles. Again, picked up. And the Jackets will be able to play that one out of the zone. Down into, not going to be an icing call as that one slides all the way down. Going to be picked up by Milwaukee. Nice, able to pull it off the stick is Sullivan, and now Jackets trying to keep possession here. Going to be knocked out though by Milwaukee, and they're going to have a nice clean break. Milwaukee takes a shot, goes off of the, glances just barely off the shin pads of Shorman, and doesn't quite make it. Picked up now by Myers again. Myers looking for her way through traffic. Myers sends it in. Nice pass up to Sullivan. Sullivan trying to get a clean look. Can't quite make it through. Puck comes to the middle again, though. Caught by Lekorchik. Lekorchik takes a shot. Again, though, puck's going to come up those mid-boards. Jackets try to keep it in. 10 minutes remaining in the game, and Milwaukee going to come down across the line. Milwaukee looking for another shot. Nice stick check by Vogelsang. Vogelsang now trying to pump this one out of the zone. Jackets are going to get it cleared. Again, so Milwaukee going to work their way toward the net, into the corner by Lekorchik. They try to send that up. Flaherty does a nice job clearing it off the stick up to LaRoche, and Jackets still just got a few bodies there. It's a four-man effort kind of to pull that one off, but it's going to be LaRoche now, takes it. LaRoche crossing the ice, and she's going to head into the zone on the chase of that. Jackets change their D as Buffalo now looking at it, break their way out. Comes up to the stick of Gutschall. Gutschall sends it back to Olsgaard, who's on the change. And dangerous move, but able to send it out with LaRoche. Again, Milwaukee able to pick that up. Milwaukee trying to play that out. Comes up to the stick of Thomas. Thomas trying to send that back in, but it's going to be an offsides call. .8:30 to go in the period. That goes down to Flaherty. Clark and Thomas out with her. Goes in, Clark on the hard forecheck. Comes over toward Myers. Myers is able to catch it, trying to send a shot. Gets deflected as she shoots. Slides behind the back of the net, picked up by Milwaukee. Douse working hard to keep that at the line, but it's going to sneak out, and Thomas doing a good job of filling back on defense. Flaherty now trying to pull this one up the line. And Milwaukee going to bring this one in, and again, lots of defensive plays there by the Jackets. Going to be pulled out by LaRoche. LaRoche, though, going to lose an edge. Shot goes in up above the net. I feel like LaRoche has been on a while. Maybe she's just back on. Not going to slide in. LaRoche has definitely been on a while. I think it's about time for the change. Picked up by Vogelsang. Vogelsang sends it up to LaRoche. LaRoche trying to get that cleared out. Slides over to Lekorchik. Lekorchik gets it up and over. They're going to go and looking for the centering pass. Going to send it up sailing instead. And Kohlhaas doing a nice job clipping that out of the zone. Jacket's going to change a couple. Comes to Ori. Ori with a nice pick move. Ori looking for an option. She's got Olsgaard in front. Guys to get it up to Dar, too. And Milwaukee going to try to move it back. Mullet doing the work in the zone. And puck going to get sent back the other way. Not going to be an icing call. As Milwaukee going to pick it up once more. Hard shoving here happening. Picked up by McInhill. Slides back to Mullet. Mullet sessioning her options. Going to slide it behind the back of the net over toward Gutschall. Gutschall trying to send it up toward Sullivan. Goes toward the middle. Pulled it off the stick. Going to slide across the crease. No one home though. Svensson now trying to pull that out. That one's going to come free with McInhill, and Sullivan going to go on the hard forecheck. McInhill pulling off now too, and that's going to slide out of the zone, but Svensson there to bring it right back in. Svensson looking for the shot, trying to stick handle it. Can't quite get this shot off, and that one's going to sneak back, picked up by Douse. Douse trying to keep that in the zone, but it's going to be cleared out by Milwaukee. Milwaukee trying to pull it off the stick of Flaherty. Picked up by Douse now. Douse sends it over to Myers. Myers sending it up towards Sullivan. Sullivan sends it to Flaherty, and Svensson going to just send that one in right on net. Svensson goes on the change. Jackets with 5 minutes left. Flaherty trying to pull this puck free. As nice move there by LaRoche. And caught out of the air by Milwaukee. Milwaukee trying to bring this one in. Vogelsang going to try to get a stick on it, and it's going to be grabbed by Dar. Dar looking to bring this one in. She makes a man miss, trying to work her way toward the net. Goes around back behind, looking for a passing option. Gets it all the way up to the blue line. Vogelsang tries to take a shot, but goes into the Shipkids cards once again, and coming down the ice, going to get a shot off. Takes a shot, but Shorman just reading it. Puck goes down. Thomas fighting for it over at the edge. Pops out, comes over to Gutschall. Gutschall going to take it back behind their net. Sends it up to Clark. Clark trying to get that one free. Loses her stick. Milwaukee moving their way toward the net. Takes a shot picked up by Gutschall. Knocked out of the air. Still loose. Going to be clipped by McInhill. McInhill going to get it free. Clark going to go on the chase for it. Down the ice goes Clark. Jeez, every time. And that one's going to slide over. McInhill picks it up. He's down. And Dow's going to go hard into the board. It's going to be picked up by Myers. So Myers sends it over to Ori. 3:38 left. Ori looking for an outlet. Drops it to Myers. Myers back to Ori. Ori's got Clark in the middle. Gonna hit Clark. Clark gonna try to bounce that out because it's a little afar for the stick. And then a little miscommunication, and gonna have a clean shot toward the net. Goes into the chest pad, but bounces right down. Picked up by LaKorchik. LaKorchik gonna hit Ori on the midboards. Ori looking to hit Flaherty, I think, and now that's gonna come to the stick of Vogelsang. Vogelsang plays it down past the defender. It's caught by Olsgaard. Olsgaard with a hard shot. Not sure who that hit or what, but that's going to pop out of the zone now. And we're getting some complaining here. Puck's going to go down to Dar here. Gutschall and Mullet out with her. Picked up by Mullet. Now slides over toward Gutschall. Gutschall sends it forward to Sullivan. Dar going to now pick it up. Dar takes it into the zone, feeds it to Svensson. Svensson trying to get it back. Can't quite connect. Gets her stick tied up. Puck going to slide through. Mullet racing back, and she's going to make it down. Looking for the shot. Goes off of Shorman. Hard shot. And the corner, another hard shot goes into Gutschall. Jackets trying to clear this, but caught at the blue line. Coming bouncing puck goes off a body, I think off the back of Mullet's leg, unfortunately. Coming toward through, and now again, puck picked up and just picked right into Shorman's glove, making it look easy. Empty net, empty net! Puck down for the Jackets, but Milwaukee with 6 skaters. Don't know if the Jackets know there's an empty net. They're notorious. Puck almost slides out of the zone. Minute 54 to go, rolling around the back of the boards. Puck goes up, trying to get this through, trying to get it out. Score it. Picked up by Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas is the only empty netter of the year, and that is going to be offsides. I think they hit it in, though. So that seems silly. So minute 38 left. Jackets on the 6v5. See which one they. See if Milwaukee puts their goaltender back in. Nope, they're going to leave her out. So picked up, trying to get that empty net. Sent forward by Vogelsang. Deep attacking options for Milwaukee. Jackets need to just play with her. Comes up to Vogelsang. Minute 20 left. Vogelsang trying to play it up to Olsgaard. Olsgaard looking for the net. Able to play it through. Not going to be an icing as it hits his knob. Going to slide down into the zone. Picked up again by Milwaukee. Milwaukee looking to come in across the blue line. Milwaukee trying to make a press, but it's going to be picked up by Vogelsang, and it's right on net. Vogelsang's going to bury the empty netter and seal the deal here with 56 seconds left. So Jackets now 3-0. Looking to just finish this one out. Jackets with McInhill, Gutschall, Clark, and Thomas, along with Gutschall and Mullet. Puck goes down. Trying to fight it forward is Milwaukee. Going down hard is a couple of girls tied up under the skates now again for Thomas. Picked up by Milwaukee, trying to make it through, but picked off the stick by Clark, just really muscling it here, the Jackets. 33 seconds left. Clark going on a hard forecheck, trying to just knock this off the stick. Milwaukee, though, able to play this one forward. Going to slide a little bit far, though. Going to be picked up by Gutschall. Gutschall behind the back of the net. Going to send it hard over toward Thomas. Thomas trying to pick that up, sends it back toward Gutschall. 15 more seconds remaining. Picked up by Thomas. She gets it stuck in the snow at the door there. 10 seconds remaining. Thomas trying to shovel, figuratively and literally. And that one's going to slide over to the side. Gutschall tries to play it over there. 1 second remaining, and that'll do it for the shutout for the Jackets. So solid performance for the Jackets in these 4 games. Not necessarily the W's and L's we were looking for, but very good effort here. We'll be back next weekend as Blue Water comes into Columbus.